Oh, no, I don't want to. Sorry. Oh, okay. Alright, so I love D&D. Just like tons of others, I picked up the hobby during the lockdowns, and now it's a lifelong addiction. That said, the tabletop or digital D&D experience sometimes leaves you wanting more. Sometimes you really want to be in these worlds, not just imagine that you're there. Well, thanks to virtual reality, that's actually kind of possible. Now, this game is not at all turn-based or reliant on dice, but what the Morrigan does have going for it is atmosphere and length. This game took me about 4 hours to complete. It's almost like this is a D&D One-Shot that you get to play by yourself in VR. I love this. Hello, my good man. Your finest cheese, please. For those out of the loop, a one-shot is essentially a D&D campaign trimmed down to one single adventure that you finish in one sitting instead of a long one that you may play over the course of months or even years. You have clear objectives, generally follow a set path, and have some challenges along the way. Given that, this kind of makes the Morrigan a nice and compact game to give to anyone, even a new VR user, to complete in one sitting if they want. A little while back it went on sale, and I meant to make a video for it while it was still on sale, but unfortunately most of my footage recorded at a painfully jittery frame rate, so I was thinking of giving up until today's sponsor stepped in to help. Wait, what? Sponsor? What? Yeah, that's right, today's video actually has a sponsor, and this video would have been tossed in the trash if not for Topaz Labs and their new video AI software. So whether you need to simply fix some jittery footage like me, stabilize a shaky shot, upscale some footage to 8K, 4K, whatever you need, or even enhance and refine your old home movies, Topaz Video AI is there for you. No subscription service either, just a one-time payment and you're ready to go forever. And the results speak for themselves. This video you're watching right now is even upscaled to 4K thanks to Video AI. Just take a look at this old animation short of mine from a few years back. Using a 720p source file, I upscaled and refined it to something that looks like it was rendered today in 4K. Anyways, AI is getting crazy, and this software is nothing short of amazing. Click the affiliate link in the video description below to check it out for yourself with a free trial, and huge thanks to Topaz Video AI for supporting us here. Now, since this game is only 4 hours long, I'm going to do my best to show mostly what's in the first half of the game, because even though the story isn't going to blow you away or anything, the gameplay itself comes as a nice surprise, so I don't want to spoil that for you. Essentially, the story of this game kicks off because the king at the time agreed to sell his firstborn to the Morrigan, the goddess of death, in exchange for saving his own life. Way to go, Dad of the Year. She's oftentimes called the Raven Queen, which will definitely strike a bell with some of you D&D players, as she became an even more popular god in the game with the rise of Critical Role and the part she played in their first campaign. To protect against intellectual property rights of D&D, Critical Role then named her the Matron of Ravens in their animated show The Legend of Vox Machina, so she's kind of known by a bunch of different names. Overall, she likes to gaslight people into fighting and dying for her, and she's goth as f***. Fast forward 20 years later, and the king is dead, his daughter is the queen, and the Raven Queen comes to collect like a mob boss with a vengeance. And she doesn't just take her and go, she also feels the need to attack some random knight, you, sitting in the Grand Hall, because why not have a side of murder with your kidnapping charges? Oh dear. Oh, like we're right into it. I kind of dislike how they just fade out and show you this 2D cutscene here. It doesn't really add much to the scene, but I guess it still does set up the adventure a bit, so it's fine. You then get quickly trained on how to fight in your little barracks war room here. I didn't hear no bell. And then you get thrown out into the world to start your rescue mission. You get introduced to the game step by step, opening doors, looking out for traps. Oh, traps. Yeah, I know. It doesn't punish you for letting go, though. But the kicker is that you eventually realize that while you're going to clean up this stupid royal family's mess for them, you're kind of the worst knight ever. Can I have a weapon to fight with? What kind of knight am I? I came here with no weapons? Just figured I'd find one on the way. Eventually you do find a weapon and they introduce you to combat a bit. A really nice detail they added though is the particle effects when you swing your sword. What are those particle effects? That's so good. The game never fails to keep you on your toes. In some rooms, enemies will just attack you right away, but in others... Jesus. But then sometimes an enemy will look like they're gonna pop up, so you think, oh, I'll play smart and poke them to check. Only to find out that they're literally just a dead body. Whatever. Oh, this is way too big a room to not have a fight in. It's one of you. Then other times they don't move and you think, oh, you're all good. Then BAM! Ah, Jesus! I knew you were gonna get back up. The game as a whole isn't perfect. It's missing a few little nuances that I'd usually want to see in a VR game like this, but there's never anything that goes as far as to ruin the experience for me. How much for this? Oh, 40 gold. Stores 200 health. How much is for the wheel of cheese? 300 gold. Wait, no, 5 gold. Wait, what? Nope, you cannot punch in this game. Okay. It's gotta be a typo, right? That's gotta be 50. Alright, so we're at 603. Price tag is 5 gold. Just give me this real quick. And a 1, and a 2, and a... Wait, did my inventory block that shot? That is now mine.
But what do I have now? 598. Okay, it actually was. But you gotta change your prices. You're getting. Did I just eat it? Okay.
The key thing that's really missing a lot of the time for me is just some more VR interactivity. Let me punch the enemies, let me set them on fire with a torch, let me pick up a dead skeleton and smack it around a little bit. It's a little skewed though, because they really nail it in some ways, like the blocking physics, the physical eating and drinking, and physically lighting braziers with your torch. Okay, hold on. As I'm watching back this footage right now, just look at this. I don't remember doing this, but it seems like I literally can't light one of these things without quoting Lord of the Rings.
Gondor calls for aid. The beacons are lit. The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid. Beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid.
Oh, that was the puzzle! Uh-oh. I wish I didn't solve the puzzle. As you can probably tell by now, this game is like Minecraft, but with RTX turned on.
Oh, look at that chonky cloud, man.
The shaders are all amazing, the landscapes are incredible, and they actually get the purpose of emphasizing scale in VR. They even added a couple boss battles, which, you know, they're not crazy challenging or anything, but I still appreciate it. There is an arena mode in the game, and you can safely assume what that's like. The combat isn't anything stellar by today's standards set in games like Battle Talent or Blade and Sorcery, but it's definitely functional, even if a little inconsistent. They seemingly just added completely random values for the damage on all the weapons, with random things you pick up like this, dealing way more damage than even this two-handed weapon here. The thing they did do very well in this game, though, is the archery. While it isn't perfect, they did maximize the fun factor. The bow may be a little unstable, but you have an infinite amount of arrows, you can light them on fire, they perfectly work through barred doors like this, and you have the ability to absorb a bunch of arrows with your shield, then knock them off like that scene in 300. All in all, this game isn't really perfect, but as far as something you can complete in one VR session with a few breaks here and there, I actually fully recommend this game if you want a really eerie, quick little dungeon crawl. As long as you're able to stomach a few glitches here and there, it's actually a really immersive experience that I happily look back at playing even a few weeks later.
Jumped in real life to get him.
Oh, and you can actually kill the citizens in town, so watch out.
Oh! Oh no. Did I actually... Oh no. Okay, let's get you out of here. Oh. Gotta hide the butt. You didn't see anything.
Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I upload every week as much as I can, so subscribe if you want to see more VR content from me later on. We've got a Discord if you want to join in for updates, and feel free to visit my Ko-fi page if you want to help support my channel here. For $1 a month, you'll even get the Honorary Larry Discord role and your name listed at the end of every video. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Cheers.
Come on. Well, that one was close. Nailed it. First try.